Hello students, welcome to lecture number 7. The topics I'm gonna cover under this lecture is examples on plastic analysis of indeterminate beams. In the previous lecture we have already covered one problem on determinate beams, and if you refer the university question papers you will get to know that many of the questions are asked from the indeterminate beams. They have focused upon the indeterminate beam, so in our lecture also we will focus upon indeterminate beam. So let's start with the first example. It reads as: determine true collapse load of propped cantilever beam subjected to load at its center. Okay, so we have prop cantilever fixed at one end, free at another end but simply supported at that end, as well as having a unit load at its center, dividing the total length into two halves. Now in the steps we can see the very first step is calculation of small n. Small n, as I explained in the previous lecture, it is the number of plastic hinges required for collapse mechanism. So I am using formula to calculate n as r plus 1, where r represents what? It is the exact number of static indeterminacy or exact number of plastic hinge which transfers our indeterminate structure to the determinate structure. So let's solve first DSE. We are calculating DSE. DSE is formula for it is reaction minus equilibrium equation. 3 are the equilibrium equations. Now let's find reactions. How many are the reactions? So I have counted over here: vertical reaction at fixed end, horizontal reaction at fixed end, as well as moment because it's a fixed end, and simply supported reaction. So total we have 4 reactions. Here the DSE will become 4 minus 3, giving us a value equals to 1. If I put that same value at place of R, because R is representing the exact number of plastic hinge required to convert indeterminate structure into determinate. For that we know how to convert indeterminate structure into determinate. The determinate structure is only able to solve by equilibrium equations, and if we reduce the unknowns so that 3 of the equilibrium equations will be sufficient to solve the structure, then we called it as a determinate structure. So here in case of R I am putting the value 1. 1 plus 1 gives us a 2. Okay, then next is number of n is capital N is equals to 2. What does 2 means? This is the actual number of plastic hinges developed in the beam. But how to analyze actual number of plastic hinge? For that I have given you a note over here that location of plastic hinges n in a beam of fixed support in a beam will develop at what? At fixed support, interior support, rigid joint, and concentrated point load. So check it in the our given beam. In the given beam we have fixed support, yes, we have concentrated load. So at fixed support one hinge will develop, at concentrated load second hinge will develop. Therefore total number of actual hinge developed are equals to 2. Now here n is equals to capital N. N is small n is required and capital N is actual. Both are equal. Therefore I said it is a complete collapse mechanism. You must remember if small n required number of hinges are equals to actual number of hinges in the plastic analysis, then it says said to be complete collapse condition. Complete collapse condition. Okay, now see further, I said it is complete collapse mechanism, then I goes to the fourth step. In the fourth step, using virtual work principle or principle of virtual work. What this principle of virtual work says? This says all the work done by the external forces, work done by the all external forces is equals to energy absorbed by plastic hinge. Energy absorbed by plastic hinge. Therefore, the mathematical representation of it is W into delta is equals to MP into theta. Now, how I have wrote this? Be focused. Here, the first hinge I said will be developed at fixed end. Second will be at concentrated load. So, MP one over here, MP another over here. At these two places, the angle will be theta and theta plus theta respectively. So, I am writing MP into theta for first plastic hinge and MP theta plus theta for second plastic hinge. I hope you understood. Now, let's calculate deflection value in terms of theta. How to do that? For that, I am using formula tan theta is equals to deflection divided by half of the length, because this concentrated load is at L by 2 distance. Okay, but the theta is very minute angle, therefore tan theta is approximately equals to theta is equals to how much? Deflection divided by L by 2. From here we can write deflection is 1/2 tan theta. Deflection is 1/2 tan theta is approximately equals to theta, therefore deflection is 1/2 L by 2. You have to make correction over here, because what we did, theta is equals to this, theta is equals to deflection divided by L by 2. Okay, therefore deflection will be L by 2 into theta. So it is L by 2. Now, if we solve this mathematical equation, after putting theta into that, we will get WU is equals to 6 into plastic moment divided by length L. Understood? Here our first problem ends. Next problem is find out the collapse load for propped cantilever subjected to uniformly distributed load W per unit length. What's its length? Length is, total length is L, and load acting upon it is W by 2. Load acting upon it is, not W by 2, it is W per unit length. Okay, now first step is to find a DSE. DSE I have solved over here. See how many reactions? 1, 2 and moment 3 and propped 4. 4 minus 3 will give us a ds equals to 1. Therefore, this r becomes 1. This 1 plus 1 gives 2. N equals to 2. Next step is calculating actual number of hinge. Actual number of hinge will be 1 at fixed end, right? Second will be somewhere in this span due to the concentrated load. If it turns our uniformly distributed load in a concentrated load, we can somewhere identify another plastic hinge. Okay, therefore capital N is equals to 2. Now from small n and capital N, we can say that n is equals to n, because 2 is exactly equals to 2 over here. Therefore, it is complete collapse mechanism. Therefore, it is complete collapse mechanism. Now, the next thing is important. You have to focus over here. Here I said Location of second plastic hinge is assumed to be at distance x from B. Why I did that? Because we don't have exactly a concentrated load on our span. Therefore, we can't say where the plastic hinges occur. Therefore, I am assuming it at a distance of x from B support. From there, I can make a diagram for plastic hinge or diagram for collapse mechanism as at distance x I will take a maximum deflection and there will be our plastic hinge and it is at an angle theta from A support and angle alpha, because now the angles are not similar because this triangle is not symmetrical triangle, therefore alpha on B support, and this angle here will be theta plus alpha. If the angle is same, it will remain theta plus theta only, but here the angle change, therefore change in this. Now let's solve it for deflection. Deflection from A support will be tan theta equals to deflection divided by this distance, that will be L minus x. Okay, so simply I can make it as theta is equals to deflection divided by L minus x, and from alpha side if I wrote, it will be deflection divided by x. Okay, so both are the, now from here we have to write for, we have wrote in a terms of angle, now we want exactly what? Deflection. So deflection from here we can say as theta is equals to deflection divided by L minus x, which gives us deflection equals to theta into L minus x. Okay, and from alpha side it is deflection by x, tell us that deflection will be equals to x into alpha. Okay, and both are the values for deflection, therefore I am equating it in front of delta. Now alpha, now in the next box you can see that I have wrote alpha separately and the terminology is quite different. Why it is so? See here, alpha I wrote in a terms of theta because I don't want to make a equation in terms of theta and alpha. I want to keep our equation in only one term, in a terms of theta. Therefore I am writing alpha in terms of theta, and it is quite easy. By this relation you can find what is alpha is. Keep the alpha on the right hand side, shift all the things on left. That's what I did. Now next step is simple. Fourth step is using principle of virtual work. For that we required a diagram. So see, load will be W into L. Okay, W into L into deflection. We wrote WU into what we have said. See here. Yes, W into deflection, right? Similarly we are writing over here. Now the load is W into L and deflection is term of theta. What is deflection in terms of theta? It will be 1/2 L minus x into theta. 1/2 L minus x into theta. Okay, now I am writing over here the next term as MP theta plus MP theta plus alpha. Why I am doing it? See, first plastic hinge is developed at A support, second will be at somewhere in the span. Okay, so at this place A and C, let's suppose at A, MP into what is the angle? Theta. At C, what will be the angle? MP into theta plus alpha. That's what I wrote over here. Now solving this equation, we will get MP equals to WL by 2 into L minus x into XL plus. Now you are supposed to do this calculation or simplification on your own in your notebook. Next thing is for maximum value of MP, because see why we are doing for maximum value of MP, we know that plastic hinge will occur only where the MP will be maximum. At maximum moment, at maximum plastic moment, there will be a formation of plastic hinge. So, for the maximum value of MP, dmp by dx is equals to 0. dmp by dx is equals to 0. What this is the, we are differentiating moment over a distance x and equating it 0. It means that slope at that point, at that x distance will be 0, and where there will be a slope 0, there will be a maximum moment. That's why we are doing this differentiation. So differentiate this MP. We have taken this WL by 2 separately. This is the constant part, and rest I have differentiated using U by V differentiation. You must have known about differentiation differentiation of U by V rule, differentiation by U by V rule. I have done same over here. You can see that I have wrote in a very simplest way. You can do it on your own in your notebook. Please try to do it in your notebook, then and then only you can able to understand it. Now if you simplify this equation further, you will get x distance equals to 0.14 L. Okay, at this distance maximum value of plastic moment will occur. Put that x value in equation 1. In the equation 1, which will be the equation 1? This is our equation 1 mentioned over here. Put the x value into that and simplify it for load WU. You will get value in a terms of MP by L. Okay, where the WU is, it is not point load but UDL, therefore MP will be W into L. Okay, we have done this type of differentiation dm by dx many times in arch problems to find maximum moment at that point, or where will be the maximum moment. We did this many times in the strength of material also. So I hope you will do it on your own. Now next question is, determine true collapse load of given fixed beam. Determine true collapse load of a given fixed beam subjected to, subjected to point load at center. Okay, so if you want to calculate WU, you have to first find what is the mechanism, what type of mechanism this beam is undergo or suffering or maybe experiencing. Okay, so for that we have to calculate small n then capital N. Let's do it. So DS, now here you have to remember that DS for fixed support beams are taken in terms of, see here, we will take it vertical reactions and moment at this support, vertical reaction and moment at this support. Horizontal reactions are neglected. Even the summation of Fx from equilibrium is also neglected. Then what will be the reactions? Reactions will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. And what will be the equilibrium equation? As summation Fx is removed, equilibrium equation will be 2. Therefore, we come across R equals to 2. I said R equals to 2 plus 1 will give us a complete collapse mechanism. Then how many are the hinges? Actual hinge gonna develop, one at fixed end, one at another fixed end and below the point load. 3 will be the actual hinge gonna develop in given beam. So this small n is exactly equals to capital N. It means that required is exactly equals to actual hinges. Okay, therefore it is complete mechanism. It is a complete collapse mechanism. Now number of independent mechanisms are n minus r, that is not required. Fourth step is using principle of virtual work. We want to calculate WU, right? And using principle of virtual work, what diagram says, one hinge at this point, one another below the concentrated support, one at this point. Okay, so Wu into deflection equals to mp into theta, then mp into theta plus theta. Because this point load is acting exactly at the center, the theta on the A support and B support will be same. Angle on A support and B support made by this deflection will be same. Put the value of deflection in that, you will get Wu. Solve this equation for Wu, and you will get Wu is equals to 8 mp by L. Next question is, this is an interesting question. What they given us in the statement, let's read. A fixed beam is loaded and supported as shown in figure. Calculate the collapse load for the beam if the plastic moment of resistance of a uniform section of a beam is 30 kilonewton. It means that they has given us already MP is equals to 30 kilonewton meter, and they want us to calculate what will be the collapse load. And let's see how to solve such a type of problem. Very first time, usual, finding a small n will be, again it is a fixed support, you will get across a ds equals to 2. So 2 plus 1 will be 3, and the number of actual hinge will or gonna develop in this beams are, 4 are there, because we have one at fixed end, one another at second fixed end, third will be below this concentrated load, fourth will be below second concentrated load. Therefore we come across the actual hinges 4. Therefore n is greater than capital N, means actual number of hinges are greater than the required. It is over complete collapse mechanism. It is going on the overside. Okay, so we are gonna do trial. Why we are doing it by the trial base? Because see, let plastic hinge develop at A, C and B. Okay, A, C and B, and we are not taking or we are neglecting plastic hinge at D, and then we will calculate Wu or collapse load, and we will try to check, is this collapse load giving us a plastic moment equals to 30 MPa. Then and then only we can say that this is the true collapse load. Okay, let's do it. In the first trial, I have taken a hinge at A, C and B. I have neglected hinge at D. Then by using virtual work principle, I have wrote equation like MP into theta, correct? Then MP into theta plus alpha, as it is not symmetrical, angle will be at B support is taken as alpha. Then MP into alpha. Okay, from here deflection, what will be the force into deflection? So work done by the external load, this Wu into deflection delta. Then this will be a 0.7 deflection. How I calculated that? I used principle of similar triangle. Okay, concept of similar triangle. I have taken it. This deflection is delta. What will be the deflection at this place when it is at a distance of 3 meter, and the second one is at distance of 4 meter. By similar triangle, I get to know deflection at this point is 0.75 of deflection at this place. Okay. Now put the values of deflection. For that again we required a diagram. Yes. So deflection is equals to, from this theta side, deflection will be theta equals to deflection divided by 1. So deflection become equals to theta, right? 1 into theta. That's what I wrote in first term. From alpha side, alpha equals to what? 0.75 delta divided by 3. So 0.75 75 divided by 3 into the deflection delta E. That will be a alpha. Okay, and if we wrote it in a terms of alpha, 3 divided by 0.75 gives 4 alpha equals to delta. 4 alpha equals to delta. That's what I wrote here. Okay, now put the all values of theta in a terms of alpha, and then I solved further, simplify it, try to solve it. You will get WU. WU is equals to how much? 42.85. 42.85. If I put this 42.85 value, if I put this 42.85 value into our actual equation, this will be the simplified version of this actual equation, right? We have simplified it like this, and if we put value of WU equals to 42.85, our MP is 4.2. You can try it in your calci. We get MP equals to 4.2. So it is not equals to 30 kilonewton meter which given into the problem. Therefore we are taking as trial number second. In the trial number second, I am taking maximum deflection will occur at D. There will be a hinge. At B there will be a hinge, and at A there will be a hinge. So I am taking at A, D and B position plastic hinge will be developed. By using virtual work principle, I wrote a equation as WU into 0.5 deflection, which is wrote over here, and this W into total deflection delta is equals to MP into theta, MP into theta plus alpha, MP into alpha. Okay, I hope by the time you will also get habitual to write this equation. Deflection delta is wrote in terms of theta and alpha. You have understood that you must write theta and tan alpha. From there you will get a deflection values in terms of alpha and theta. Put that values in a actual equations. I wrote over here and simplify it for WU. If you simplify it for WU, WU is equals to 33.33, and if you put this value, into simplified version of actual equation, which is 4.5 into WU is 33.33 is equals to 5 MP. Okay, and alpha get cancelled from both the side. So you can get MP from this calculation equals to 29.99. Therefore, the final collapse load or the collapse load for given beam will be 33.33. Here our 4 different types of problems are ended. I hope you understood everything. Try to do it in your workbook. Thank you.